It was a big win on Saturday night in the home opener. Tonight on Big Red Wrap-Up, we break it down and talk about recruiting and welcome a very special guest, three-time national champion and Super Bowl champion, Grant Wistrom. All coming up next on Big Red Wrap-Up. Hi everyone, I'm Michael Severe and welcome to Big Red Wrap-Up on Nebraska Public Media. We have a lot to get to tonight, including a lot of highlights. We want to hear from you, the viewer, as well. You can connect with us on Facebook or X or our Big Red Wrap-Up page with your questions. You can also email or text us at nebraskapublicmedia.org. Our phones are standing by, ready to take your calls. At the end of the show, we'll answer as many questions as time permits. Now time for our sideline survey. Last week, we asked you, who do you think will win the Big Ten? Ohio State 58%, Penn State, who will win the Big Ten, got 18%, Oregon and USC at 8%, and Nebraska at 5%. This week's question, should the Huskers be an AP top 25 team? Easy question, yes or no? 88% say yes. We will talk to our former Huskers right here, Jay Moore and Damon Benning. Answer that question first. Should they be ranked in the top 25?
Not yet. No, I mean, they had a quality win against Cincinnati, Akron. Not so much. Talk to me in a couple weeks. Now they're 4-0, beat Michigan, absolutely. They win this week. They'll take care of Houston Christian, right?
Yep.
But even after 3-0 after that, I still find it tough to put them in there. But yeah, ask me, and they take care of Michigan, absolutely. They belong in the top 25.
Yeah, I'm kind of in agreement there. I think, but when I look at the back half of the top 25 and. No disrespect to the AP poll, but sometimes I'm not sure how serious they take it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if they don't want to take it very serious, then I'm going to log on to the Homer Network. But for the sake of objectivity, I'll wait till after Michigan.
Yeah, I've seen a few people ranking Alabama over Florida State. I think they played.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that game. So it's one thing to, everybody plays a perfect game, right? But after the field goal, for the most part, the offense was pretty close to perfect, and with backups in.
Yeah, other than that, and then with Emmett fumbling right there at the 1 yard line, just having the ball in the inside hand there. That's about what you expect. We took for granted how Nebraska did that to opponents like this for so many years.
Oh yeah.
And there's a lot of good things that come out. Obviously, you develop depth. You get a lot of young players on the field. But also test your character and your mentality and maturity, because we all saw the clips of Coach Rule at halftime getting the message out to the players. It was 33-0, but he wasn't happy how Akron was handling it, and he wanted to send a message, hey, let's close this thing out, and let's send them, never wanted to come back to Lincoln to ever play again. But yeah, to come out in the second half, take care of business. It's so easy nowadays to get complacent and think the job's done. I think that's the biggest thing I took, that Nebraska wasn't complacent. In the 2s and 3s that came in after the 1s, they weren't complacent at all, and they were happy to get their opportunity, and they took care of business. And it's another chance to not get complacent against a similar opponent and handle your business, and obviously get ready for Big Ten play.
What was the year that you put Pacific out of business when they quit being a program?
I don't know.
What does it feel like to be in a game like that? Because you were in several of them.
Yeah, well, I think, so we all need to kind of recondition if we want Nebraska to be where we think they're capable of being. And that, you don't distinguish between 1s and 2s and 3s. It's just Nebraska, right? And when you go into the game, you maximize your opportunity, because at some point, if you feel like you're legitimately ready to play, you don't consider yourself a 1, a 2, or a 3. You just go out and you play to the standard that's been set for the program. So at some point, we'll stop saying that. Coach Rule will stop saying, hey, the Reds and the distinguishing between the two. You'll just go out and play Nebraska football. So we're back. We're getting acclimated to that. And we talked off air, Jay and I, where even this week will be a litmus test. And it's not the physicality or what they bring to the table in terms of scheme. It's emotionally, are they mature enough to stay on the gas, not 1 week, but 2, make 2 weeks 3, make 3 weeks 4, where the standard truly becomes the standard, and it's a lifestyle and not just words.
Yeah, we talked a lot about, after Cincinnati game, explosive plays, the big plays, whether it's 10-yard rushing, 15-yard receiving. We saw a lot of that, and a lot of that was that offensive line did a really good job.
Yeah, they did. They sustained their blocks. The play all breakdown, Emmett's 47-yard touchdown on the first quarter of the game. A nice seal. Henrik kicked him out. Katula sealed down on the end and finished on him. You saw on the back end. I mean, he knocked him 5 yards back in the backfield, finished on him. So there's a lot of that.
Hunter winning out there on the perimeter.
So it's just a lot of that stuff. And it's just the little things, right, that you see this there. Like a great seal in the kick out by Henrik and then the finish by Emmett. But it doesn't take much, right, at this level. It doesn't take much to finish the playoff, to do the little necessary things to win that play, to win that rep, to win that one-on-one battle. And Nebraska just did that more often in that game against Akron. They won those one-on-one battles, and they got the ball into Dylan's hands, and he got dispersed amongst his playmakers, and guys made plays. And you're going to do that. I mean, Akron isn't the 85 Bears defense. We all realize that. But listen, it's good reps. It's good quality action. It's confidence building for everybody. A lot of new faces in there, and you can just stack. Like Damon says, you stack these days. You stack these reps. You stack this game. Now you're taking into, they took it into Monday, taking it into Tuesday. They'll take it into tomorrow, and it doesn't matter who you're playing. It doesn't matter. The standard's the standard, right? And you approach every day the same way, and Nebraska more of these outcomes will start becoming the norm. Right. They're not there yet, but those outcomes will definitely become more the norm.
You see Dylan. They always say the game's slowing down for you, but do you see him being very comfortable in his role and what he's trying to do?
Yeah, I think he's fantastic. And listen, I'm probably as tough on Dylan as anybody. And a lot of it stems from the fact that I know his dad likes me enough where I won't have to actually fight him. But
you don't want to do that.
Well, I'll take my chances.
I know you would.
The command that he shows over this offense and his ability to run the check with me's, it lets me know that he has a really, really good understanding of what's going on. We were so focused on the fact that they didn't get chunk plays against Cincinnati.
Yeah.
We lost sight of the fact that there are 10 different receivers in a one-score game. That lets me know he has complete command of where everybody is in this offense. And he did it again Saturday against Akron, where you saw every kind of throw. You saw the whole throws from hash to sideline. You saw him on the move. You saw the running first down. He's growing and evolving in this offense, and I think better days are ahead.
Yeah, you saw the throw on the run, the touchdown to Dane Key. What do you think about Ja'Cory Barney and what you're seeing from him in this offense?
Yeah, first and foremost, glad he bounced back healthy after that, getting back.
He's playing hurt. Yeah. It's hard for young guys to play hurt.
But seeing, his explosiveness, man, his ability to get the ball in space, utilize it. You see him in the punt return games. But just having that weapon, I mean, where he can sit on the outside, he can move into the slot. You get him in motion, you get him on the jet sweeps, fly motions, all those things. He's a weapon. And Nebraska has weapons now on the outside, whether it's Hunter, Barney, Dane Key, Quinn Clark, right? I mean, you have dudes back there who can who can do really good things with the football, and that's why you've seen Dylan be able to flourish like he has, because he has confidence in these guys, and the line's getting better and he's getting more protection and he can be more efficient. But yeah, with Barney, you can see him right here. It's just a catch and finish, man. And you saw it last year, but now it's evolving, man. Another year in this offense, another year with Holgorsen, and how you can utilize him in the offense. It's fun to watch, and it's fun to see this evolve throughout this year, because it's not going to be just him. It's going to be 5-6 other guys who are going to get these opportunities to perform day in and day out on Saturdays and perform with a really, really good quarterback dishing them the ball every play.
He's not going to do everything that Bonner did, but Mosey in that slot, he looked good, and he's hard to tackle. He's very quick. I like him in that spot.
Yeah, I do, and I think he's ultra competitive. And I think that's the thing that you're starting to see with the young guys, where I know it's a little stark when I say, hey, listen, they don't want to be referred to as 1s, 2s, and 3s. When you're there and you're going through it, you want opportunity. And those guys think that they've earned the right to be whatever they are in the pecking order. They don't want to distinguish between what they are. And Mosey is the perfect example of that. He knows what's going on with Emmett and the carries and the yards and Barney and the prowess. Those young guys couldn't care less. They want their opportunity, and they don't want the discernment between the two. And that's how you want those young guys thinking. No better example than Mosey.
Real quick, both of you guys, you think by the end of the season we can say legitimately that Dylan's a top 3 quarterback in the Big Ten?
I think so. I think you got the Penn State quarterback, Allard, you got
Altmaier.
You put Julian at Ohio State.
It's early for that, but
too early. But yeah, I think he's definitely in the top 4 I would say I'm very comfortable in saying that.
In terms of overall talent, he's a big-time talent. He'll show you the full arsenal. And I think what they ask him to do within this offense, so you've got, Maeva at SC, they're going to be prolific, and they're better than people think. You got Sand, who's talented, but a ton of weapons, Altmaier, Aller. It's interesting. The second-year quarterbacks in the same system are undefeated without any interceptions. So that's really the standard. The new guys on the back end, 9-5 first-year guys, saw the stats coming from Scott Docterman with The Athletic, and it was very interesting and it was telling. Where Dillon fits in the grand scheme of things, we'll see. You need some big-time wins. But it's funny, I said this last week and people kind of looked at me sideways. For all the questions that Nebraska has and the young guys at wide receiver, my thing was, if their superstar is truly a superstar, if Dillon is Dillon, he's the key. I don't worry about the run game. I don't worry about the O-line. If his progression is where it needs to be as an evolving quarterback in this league, Nebraska will be just fine offensively.
Yeah. Great quarterbacks make everyone around them better. So let's switch over to defense. Obviously, they didn't give up any points. Right? Didn't give up a lot of anything. But what did you think overall?
Again, much improved on the defensive line. We saw some younger faces getting played. Cade Petchak making that play. You're going to see a lot more of him within this defense. Things look cleaner. Not as much movement up front, which I liked. I think that hurts Nebraska at times. The movement up front, they'll get better at it, but I tell you what, it just made things clean. There's only about one play I can think where they had a bad fit. It was a rump middle. I can't remember what quarter it was. They were heading towards the north end zone. It was a bad fit, but other than that, things looked appropriate, right? Guys were finishing well, tackling well, guys fit well. The secondary, again, was lights out. It's obviously the strength of the defense, but I thought it was a necessary step to take. Listen, we haven't had a shutout in since 2009, so you got to be proud about that. I don't care who the opponent is in college football nowadays. It's hard to shut anybody out, but I like the necessary steps the front seven took from Cincinnati to Akron. Now you got to do it again and get themselves ready for Big Ten play. But it's in a good spot. It's not perfect. It's not great by any means, but they got better from week 1 to week 2, which is very encouraging.
Can they get pressure in Big Ten play without plus pressure? Can they do it without blitzing?
It's always something, right? Week 1, it was can they stop the run? Now it's, hey, where are we at with the pass rush? And Nebraska's still been extremely vanilla defensively. But ultimately, I think that's the key. And when we talk plus pressures, if they're going to play in the odd front, it's probably +2. Can they bring 5 and win the one-on-ones? I think they'll be just fine there. But when I look at the schedule and who they're playing from a quarterback standpoint, outside of SC and potentially Penn State, who's still going to try to line it up and run it at you, I don't know how much that's going to be an issue. I'm more interested in tackles for losses and havoc plays in the ground game. Because sometimes pre-snap, especially with this defense, and our guest later on can speak to this, as can Jay, you can affect the passing game and pressures by pre-snap looks. A lot of times that is disruptive to quarterbacks because you can get them, as Sam Darnold infamously said, to see ghosts without it being there. So we'll see how much the give and take is with actual pressures and getting guys to the ground versus can I affect the quarterback's psyche pre-snap with what I'm showing him.
Yeah, and even we talk about sacks way too much, in my opinion. It's affecting the quarterback in any way you affect the quarterback.
100%.
Get him off his spot.
Well, that's, my junior year, we led the country in sacks. I don't know what we were, but we were 7-5 regular season.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we went undefeated. So, and we gave up some yards defensively, but we blitzed a lot and we got home and it was fun to play in, but it doesn't mean we were a great team by any means.
No, the important number was 03 turnovers.
Correct.
You force turnovers. That's more important than sacks.
No, without a doubt. But like DB was saying, pre-snap, setting up protections, you get the line to slide a certain way.
Sometimes you can get the ball to come out quick just by what you're showing.
All of a sudden you get a tight end on a defensive end, an outside linebacker on a running back. You got to win those battles 100% of the time. So it's just setting up those pre-snap reads, which I think they'll get involved in. But there's a lot, like DB, it's been very vanilla, but it's been fun to see this thing evolve because there's a lot more coming with Coach Butler. I can guarantee you that.
To Jay's point, only 6 shutouts in all of college football this weekend. 6. In all of college football.
And there
it was a dog schedule, and you still only had 6 shutouts. I mean, you got to give the devil his due.
How good is the secondary? How good can the secondary be?
I think the secondary is outstanding, and it stems from competition. I mean, day in, day out, you're fighting to keep your job, and you want those guys to have a healthy understanding of checking the rearview mirror, right? Who's behind me? How good are these young pups? They're going to get a lot of time. Can I still cheer for them? All that stuff matters. These guys can tell you, because that defensive end spot for a long time was, man, we'd shuttle in 3 or 4 guys, the running back spot, 3 or 4 guys. So you know you better make hay when you get your opportunity, because if you sit out or you get caught watching the paint dry, Wally Pipp will have changed addresses and he'll be in Lincoln.
Yeah, it feels that same way at linebacker.
Yeah.
You see the
Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah. That's a real competition at linebacker.
Shavers, watching Trent.
Yeah.
Dude, how about Merritt starting to come along?
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good thing. I mean, I remember my junior year, Barry Turner came in as a true freshman and played. That got my attention real quick.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's like you had to be prepared day in and day out in practice, and that's a healthy thing. That's what you want. Competition is the most healthiest thing you can have in a great program. If you don't have it, you're probably not a good football team or a good program in general. So yes, I like that, and it's developing the depth, right? It's another great week to develop more depth, because you can do one thing in practice, right, and do it in a scrimmage against your team against nobody in front of a Memorial Stadium on a Tuesday afternoon, but doing it in front of 90,000 when it matters, you're tired, you got to think through things, you got to communicate when you're tired.
Yeah.
That's big. Those are teachable moments on tape for those coaches to have. This last Saturday and upcoming against Houston Christian as well, that you just don't have a chance to ever have.
And you went over the team, though. Zach Taylor, that Saturday, you guys beat the heck out of him. He won over the team. Let's get to the full highlights. Buckle up, there's a lot of them. It was a sellout for the 404th time in the home opener against the Akron Zips. It was a beautiful day, cool, not a lot of wind, and Nebraska came out wanting to score and score early. Nice look across the middle here. This was a huge day for Luke Lindenmeyer, and we'll get to that a little bit later as well. But not just him, huge day for Emmett Johnson. You're going to talk about this one later.
Yeah, it was just a great down block by Gatula and the kick out by Harburg. Just, he had 2 guys outside the gap, and that was just a huge crease for him to hit.
Big punt return day for Ja'Cory Barney. Here's one of them as he returns it for 23 yards to get the day started. And then Dylan taking to the air again. Let's just say kind of maybe his favorite receiver, Isaiah Hunter?
Well, I think it's going to be matchups, right? Key after week 1 got a lot of attention, and listen, he's going through his progressions, getting backside, and there's Hunter.
Tell us about the 5 points of pressure here.
Yeah, well, I like the thing rolled forward, and he's just trying to make a play. I'd like the ball in the other arm. I want it outside, not inside, and it's the little things. But that's a hustle turnover. You don't love it, but you'll live with it.
And then you're going to break down
just a
the
good
Pet
job
Shop
by
Boys.
the young man, just not,
Yeah.
But he's unblocked, but not getting too excited, right, and making the play. But the fullback tries to cut him off, but just completely whiffs him. And it's a good. I mean, that's a lot of times guys will miss that play because they're.
It's interesting, right? Because you see down block, you think he's going to probably get down.
Correct.
He got vertical.
He's doing what was told that he wanted. Butler said, right? Be aggressive. Another Isaiah Hunter catch down the field as he had a big day. That was for 26 yards. And then across over here to Barney as he comes across the field. That is for 18 yards. And then, so try to go with the Heine push, as they're calling it.
Should have never got to this.
Yeah.
They missed the run earlier, just cut to your right, and then Barney's got to make that play on the speed out. And we don't even get to having to overthink this thing.
Yeah, that was the first thing completed the game, that throw to the corner of the end zone that went off of Barney's hands. And here's more Barney, another punt return as he had a big day, 4 returns for 87 yards, just a huge day. He's actually got more returns in the punt game than anybody else in the Big Ten, and a nice run by Emmett Johnson.
There's a nice little wind back play there. Just, again, Heidelberg bringing across the middle.
Look at this hole. Run through that, Damon. Get through that, Damon.
Look at Evans. Evans just sealing off his guy. I mean.
Shoot, I'm scoring. I don't know.
I know, I'm saying. You're not getting caught by
I see that thing open up like that. I'm hitting the X button.
Fake hip and all.
Yeah, those swing pass, Emmett Johnson putting up touchdowns all different ways. It was a huge day for Emmett Johnson overall. I kind of figured that he will be our offensive player of the game as a preview. And then Quinn Clark's play, and then at the end he gives a shout out to his pops.
Yeah, this was a tough call. I laid out for Casey so he could do his thing, and just talking about, my affinity for his dad.
Oh yeah.
There's only 2 running backs that I hold in that kind of regard: Roger Craig and Ken Clark. So that one was special.
That was, and it was just emotional for everybody. Went and got the football and made sure that he got it back from the referee. Another catch by Barney, trips a little bit but gets those yards. And then here is Dylan Raiola again, getting out of the pocket, and as that guy again, he had a one-handed catch, he had a touchdown, and he proposed to his girlfriend all on the same day.
What a day.
That's a heck of a day.
Hey, and
You want a testament to development?
Yep.
Look at double fours.
Yep.
He
Yep.
much better in every facet of the game.
He's representing the 44 very nicely as well.
Make that 33-0. I'll tell you, man, Lindenmeyer in high school was good. He had 2 touchdowns against Westside. I remember that well. The longest punt of the day gets back. Maybe they outkick the coverage there, and Barney comes down and gets a 39-yard run. And now here's your corny Barney. The fade, you mentioned every throw.
Yeah.
There's your fade right there. The only time that happened really in the game. And then a nice run by Emmett Johnson. Nice cut.
Yeah, it seals the deal. You speaking of outkicking your coverage, it's kind of like you in your marriage life. But as we're kind of looking at the highlights, just the complete package from the quarterback in terms of delivery.
14 rushes for 140 yards. That was sweet. And then after you get a nice move here, we talked about this before. Barney has that ability when he's in open field to kind of give you, it's not a dead leg as much as he just gives you little shoulders, and it has guys running all over the place.
Yeah, he just keeps you on your heels. He's so sudden.
This is the throw of the day. I mean, Dane Key makes a great catch, gets both feet down, NFL catch, and the throw, of course, in the perfect spot. And in comes the backup. We're not calling him a second team. Here comes TJ Lateef. He comes in the game, continuing to Blake plays as well. Big play here down the field. This is what we're talking about. Mosey is hard to tackle.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you spend 5 minutes around in 5 seconds. He's so competitive. Just one man isn't going to get it.
Now, can you run through that hole?
I think I might have been able to get that.
That's just 27 yards, and that was a huge hole. That was a good block by Carter coming across for that one as well. That was 28 yards for the touchdown. And now, again, Mosey.
Well, this is my guy.
This is Nelson. I'm sorry, Makai.
But listen, how about him? How about TJ giving me a little Drew Brees?
Timing.
Oh, yeah.
With the timing on the screen and the poise, right? A lot of screen game is set up by the quarterback.
Yeah, and Nelson it's everybody. It's the offensive line's got to do their job. The back's got to do their job. The quarterback's got to be patient, as you mentioned. Michael Johnson with the fumble here, recovered by another son of a former player. Maverick Noonan gets his recovery right there. Of course, Danny Noonan's kid. And then this one was Mosey. Yeah.
Yes.
That's the nice
Still breaking tackles.
He's just relentless. Look, I mean, look at what representing that 2-2 old Doug DeBose.
TJ had a run called back earlier. He gets this one, gets in the end zone. Hogerson did say that maybe you should wrap up a little better before he gets in there, but he got into the end zone on that one. 0 punts, even though his family came all the way from Australia to see him. And then here's the engagement right here that adds to a wonderful day for Luke Lindenmeyer. And Kaylin, I believe, is her name, instead of just calling him her girlfriend. His girlfriend all the time.
Hey, Coach Rule apologized. You can't know everybody.
No, not Coach Rule. Me. I keep calling him the girlfriend. Now that I know her, I had to look it up, so I found it there. So definitely. All right, and our players of the game. Actually, it wasn't Emmett Johnson. My fault. Final stats first. Take a look at them. Not a lot for the Zips. 62 yards passing. Nebraska's giving up less than 80 yards passing in the game, which is nuts to think about. And you see the big numbers for Dylan and the other quarterbacks as well. Huge day, time of possession, everything, and avoiding turnovers is something that Nebraska's doing very well. Let's go to the players of the game. Ja'Cory Barney had a great day, of course. We mentioned his receptions and also what he did in special teams. Had a great day overall. And a lot of guys to pick from on defense, but Rex Guthrie, who had 3 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and 1 pass breakup. I probably would have gone with Pet Shop Boys.
Yeah,
that's what I would have gone with.
No question.
Oh, he had
especially when you look at PFF grades and stuff like that. Like Pet Shop, I'd be curious. I want to stick around. Glad I'm not leaving for Inside the Huddle because I'm trying to figure out how you guys have the discipline to see ball, get ball, and not to play the down block. The Inside the Huddle is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I'll take a peek at it, but it wasn't quite a down block. You just got up to second level as quick as possible. But
you asked for it. Now to break down a couple of the big moments. Here's Jay's plays from Saturday night.
All right, welcome to the night. Let's take a look at 2 plays tonight. They're actually the first 2 scoring plays on the night, 1 offense, 1 defense. But first, let's look at this Emmett Johnson touchdown run. Nebraska's going to run this. They're going to seal down here and have a Heinrich Haarberg kick out. So you can watch. There's a really good timing of the play. Gunnar Gutua at the left tackle does a great job of finishing his block. They're going to create an alley. You'll see this right as I get rid of all of this. We run this, you can see seal down. It puts the defensive end in conflict. They fit. The 2 guys are outside there. A wide open hole makes the safety tough to come down to fill in that gap. 6 points to the bigger. You can see it. Freeze it right here, guys, if you can. Right there, boom. Look at this. You get the seal down, the kick out here. Now you have 2 guys in this outside gap. There's no one here to fill this. There's way too much. They put the Akron defense in conflict. Emmett does a great job of cutting it up. Go ahead and run it. Boom. 6 points for the Big Red. really great job of the offense, just being explosive, finishing off plays, and finishing off drives against the Akron defense all night. So next play is the safety by Ked Pedchak, the freshman up from West Fargo, North Dakota, all right? So he is right here. I'm gonna circle him. They're gonna really just kind of come up here, block down. They leave Lenhart open back, unblocked as well. They're kind of this unique kind of trips backfield, almost wishbone-esque, but you can see this, really Cade just comes completely unblocked, right? The fullback whiffs on him. There's really not much you can do. Just a great play, introduction to this young man that's a true freshman playing, and I think we're gonna see a lot more of Cade this season. Let's kick back to Michael.
Thanks, Jay. Next up, two-time All-American Grant Wistrom joins us to chat about this year's Huskers. As always, thanks to Hurrdat Sports for their still photography.
This is crazy.
Welcome back. This week's Husker history takes us back to Tom Osborne's 250th win. It was November 1st, 1997. The Huskers dominated on the ground with 406 yards on the way to a 69-7 win over the Oklahoma Sooners. Ahman Green led the way with 105 yards, and Joel Makovicka ran for 3 scores and 101 yards on 10 carries. And I'm assuming our guest had a pretty good day as well. I'm just assuming that he probably had a good day as well. Now for this week's trivia. In the Tom Osborne era, how many times did the Huskers score more than 68 points? And for extra credit, the break is tiebreaker, many points. How many points was a touchdown worth in 1910 when Nebraska beat Haskell 119-0? Put your answer either at the Big Red Wrap-Up page, Facebook, or X, nebraskapublicmedia.org. You have until 8 o'clock tonight to answer. If you win, we will send you a copy of our own Sean Callahan's new book about the Huskers, The Program, Nebraska Curated History of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. This week's winner will be announced on next week's show, but this week's winner is Lamont Epp of Springfield, who correctly answered last time before 2018 a game was canceled was 1943 against Pittsburgh due to the World War II travel restrictions. Tonight's guest, Grant Wistrom, Lombardi winner, two-time All-American. I just found out two-time academic All-American as well. Normal size femurs and has made fun of Damon already 5 times on the show since we've been here, so I'm feeling good about it. Welcome, Super Bowl champion as well.
I appreciate it, Michael. Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time. We appreciate that. So let's talk about being back in Nebraska. That's been kind of cool for you?
It's been awesome. You know, we made the trip back up here at the first of the year. Our daughter's playing soccer for the university, so I don't think we would have followed her had she gone anywhere else, but chance to come back to Lincoln for a few more years, we jumped on it.
Grant, I want to go back a little bit because I got to experience the old facilities when I got to Nebraska in 2002, the pit, right? those facilities back in the northwest part of the stadium. The D-line had a northwest, the O-line, and you'd come back, you'd meet together, go through individual, go through run blocking, one-on-one pass rush. It's kind of where a boy became a man right there. As PG as you can keep it for the show purposes, just talk about those experiences that you came as a freshman and just with Jason and all the other D-line that that's where you guys got to work and really became one of the best D-lines in the nation.
Yeah, and you guys talked about earlier, it's all about competition. And that's all it was down in the pit was competition, and sometimes competition escalated into a barroom fight. But, what was awesome about those teams is we all loved each other. And just like you fight with your brothers at home, when you're done with it, it's done. And so when you get back in the locker room, we're all brothers again, and we're ready to go out and fight the opponent next Saturday. But yeah, that's where, you went from a boy to a man down there for sure. And a lot of fights, and the camera crew always took care of us. The fights would start, they'd shut the camera off. Coach Osborne didn't like that too much, but yeah, we had some good times down there.
Talk about a little bit, because I think this is key, and this is kind of something that this team is looking for. We heard the footage from Coach Rule about, teams should want to schedule Nebraska again, and like the standard is the standard. Where'd that come from for you? Because you just don't walk in on campus from Webb City and be indoctrinated into that. Like, what was the progression like for you?
Luckily we came in, we had awesome senior leaders, coming off of a Orange Bowl loss to Florida State the year before. And it was just an attitude of, we're going to do this again. And there was just no question about it. So we had a great group of leaders that set the tone, and just, if these guys are doing it and these guys have been here 4 or 5 years, why am I any better? I'm not better than that. If I want to get to where they are, this is what I got to do. And so they did a phenomenal job of modeling that and what it should be, whether it was, in the weight room before practice, hitting an extra session after practice, fighting, competing every snap at practice. There were just no plays off at that point. And it really, it's been said 100 times, or more, but games slowed down on Saturdays. Just because of what we faced every day in the competition that we had every day on the practice field. Saturdays were usually easier for us.
Yeah, it's still blocking and tackling, but everything else around the game has changed in those 20 or 30 years now since '95. Can you kind of talk about when you look at the game now, what's your feeling about it, the way it's being played, the way things are being handled?
Obviously, I'm an old man now, so the way we did it was always better. But I just like the full padded practices, going live all the time. I think that's what made us great. That's what allowed us to develop the depth that we developed. We had 4 full team stations going every day at practice. So, when the score was 66-0, these guys have been getting a lot of reps every day at practice, so there was no letdown when they got to step on the field. And I feel like that's one of the biggest things, the biggest changes in the games are just removing some of the physical nature of it, trying to protect guys a little bit more, which isn't a bad thing, but still, football is a violent game, and you have to go out. You can't just think that you're going to flip a switch on Saturday and become a violent person. That has to be trained in you, and that has to be ingrained in you, and it was every day at practice.
Which one do you think would have been easier to overcome and still be good? The limited hours a week, the 20 hours a week, which I don't know if we could have been good with only the 20 hours, or social media, and like, which one would have been easier to navigate? Because it's easy to say in revisionist history, oh, we would have done, but yeah, I don't know. We would have had our own difficulties.
Yeah, and each one of it has its own set of pitfalls. But I think I would rather have more practice and still have to deal with the social media, because that's something that hopefully you can control in the locker room.
Yeah.
It's funny. My wife and I had this conversation the other day when the videos were coming out before Cincinnati, and a lot of hype around the team. And guys,
he was not happy.
We had an event the other day, and I went off for a little bit on it. But just some of the stuff coming out of the locker room, it's like, guys, keep your mouth shut and go play football. And my wife said, you guys didn't do that? And I'm like, no,
For the team, right? You guys did the speeches for the team, but not for the outside.
Absolutely.
Right?
It wasn't for everybody else to consume. And I said, if you did that, if you got in the pay, obviously we didn't have social media, if it was in print or on TV and you did that, you'd have got lit up in the locker room. The coaches wouldn't have tolerated it. The players wouldn't have tolerated it, because there's no reason to give any team any more incentive to go out and fight you on Saturday. But it's a different environment now, and hopefully, you didn't hear near as much of that before Akron. So hopefully, guys have learned a little bit. Let's walk silently, carry a big stick. Nobody cares what you have to say. They only care what you're going to go out there and do.
Right.
You've seen the 3-3-5 now in the third year with Nebraska. Tony White brought it in. John Butler's kept it here. These defensive linemen got to play multiple positions. You're not just playing a 6-eye, a 5 technique. You're not playing a 3. A lot of those guys are playing a 3 or playing over the shade, over the center. The guys are playing a 5, got to play a 4-eye. How difficult do you think that is, just to get the correct reps to play those blocks, but also the defensive end, like you're on a 5, but I mean, I know sometimes I came in, had to play that 4-eye or that 3 technique. That's a whole different ballgame in there. Just that the mindset to have to play those different positions, understand what the offensive line is trying to do to you, but to get the necessary reps to be really good at it.
Yeah, and I was fortunate. I never had to do that, my entire career, college or NFL. So, I was just either on the tight end, on the outside shoulder tackle, or outside the tight end. Because each position, you move over 6 inches, it's a completely different technique.
Different ball game.
Yeah, so it is hard. It would be tough for the guys to get the reps at, the amount of rep that's needed to hone in your technique at each, spot you got to shift over to. Like I said, I didn't have to do that. I probably wasn't a good enough athlete to do that. So, if you just put me on the edge and let me go, I'm pretty good at that. But if I got to go inside, all right, now where do I got to step here on this play? It takes a lot of the aggressiveness out of you. And, to me, football is all about aggression, and it's controlled aggression. And if you're out there thinking, you're hesitating, you're dead. So, guys need, as the season goes on, they'll get more familiar with, the nuances of each spot.
Yeah.
And, they're going to develop, and you're going to see a better product each week.
Do you think there's one position at the defense? I've talked with Jason about this a lot. What do you think is the most difficult spot to play on the D-line? Do you think it's a shade, a 3? Our discussion was to play like an inside 4 technique, a 4-eye.
4-eye. I think a 4-eye. Every now and then we get in some defenses where I had to line up in a 4-eye. You just hate it because, because you're usually facing a guy that's, for me was, sometimes 100 pounds heavier than me on the other side, and just he has that down block on you. And so, you're thinking you want to step with a strong inside leg to fight back this way. Well, then that guard comes and hits you. So, it's just a really tough position to play.
Jay hasn't really had to deal with it yet, just littles. He's had to deal with it. What's the feeling like as a parent watching your kid out there having to, perform like you did back when you were playing?
I'm loving it. She's having a great time. Coach Walker is a great man. I put him up there with Coach Osborne. When you send your kid away to go to school, you hope that he or she has, somebody that's going to look out for them and take care of them, have their best interest at heart. And I truly believe Coach Walker is that person. So, that alleviates a lot of that. But I want to ask her how every practice went. How the conversation. And she's like, "Dad, no. I've got 3 coaches. I don't need one more." and it's I'm reliving a lot of the same conversations I had with my dad. It's like, "Dad, I'm going to hear it 10 times on Monday. I really don't want to hear about it right now." So it's tough to do. You can't go out there and play it for them, but it sure brings a lot of joy when you see your kid out there excelling at something they love.
How do you balance? I've got my notebook out. Like, how do you balance the whole non-negotiables? This is the way I did it. This is the way that works versus not wanting to give in because 2025 is something different, right? We make all these generalizations about kids, but they're parented by somebody too, so it's allowed to happen. How do you negotiate that space?
There's just certain things that, like you hit on, are non-negotiables. You're going to compete. You're going to be a team first player. You're going to be tough. And with those 3 things, I think you can you can go out and you can be a great player at any sport. And, I've always said about Charlie, I'm like, you're tough, you're athletic, and you're coachable. If you can be those 3 things, you're going to go places. And that's not just, sports, that's anywhere, in business, whatever you do. If you're tough, you're willing to listen, you pick yourself back up off the ground each time you get knocked down, and you go out there and you're trying to better yourself every day, you're going to be successful. A lot of the other stuff I have my opinions on, but she's a lot like her mom, so it sometimes falls on deaf ears. So I pick my battles,
One of my favorite things is to see you guys just talking, right, about the game and everything. So Michigan Week, 1995 reunion's going to happen. Then there's the feeling back from 97, the argument on who was the true national champion. What's that going to be like for you guys when you all get together in a couple of weeks?
You know what? It's going to be like being back in the locker room. It's going to be like you step back in time 30 years. Last year, we had the '94 reunion at the Colorado game, and it was literally like just stepping right back into the locker room. Everybody assumed the same roles, the same jokes were there. It's awesome, and it's. You don't think about it when you're doing those things, how it's going to be in 30 years, but
right.
Man, it's so great that, the university brings everybody back together. And the fact that, the guys still care so much about it and still so much a part of who they are that, I bet there were 80 to 90% of our teammates were there, last year, from all over the country, from all over the world. Guys come from Australia to it. So it was an awesome event, and I don't expect it to be any different, in a couple weeks.
Is there any animosity you have towards Michigan?
I hate Michigan.
Yes.
Still hate
You
Michigan.
got the great recruiting story.
I did. Well, I did have a really good I had a great trip to Michigan, and I loved it. And if I hadn't promised my dad I'd take all my trips, I probably would have committed on that trip. But just after the '97 season and all the noise out of that, I mean, we all know what would have happened had we stepped. It would probably have been, playing Tennessee or Florida revisited. We would have just worn them out.
Completely agree. There's no doubt about that at all.
For sure.
So, you got a prediction for the season, rest of the season for us?
You know what? I'm still, 9-3, 10-2,
That's
still
cool.
pretty optimistic.
Yep.
We got some tough games ahead of us, but if the guys just keep the trajectory that they're on and don't look past any game this season, there's not a lot of teams that can beat them out there. I think that they played great against Akron. Kept the foot on the gas. And, and that's what's got to happen again this week. Obviously don't look past Houston Christian, but go out there, dominate a game, let some young guys get in the game again, and let them get some reps and some experience, and then really focus in on Michigan.
Got like a minute left. Got any Damon stories?
Oh, Damon was my neighbor for a while, but I think we'll leave those. We won't put that out for public.
Nothing from practice or anything?
Thank you.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
PG, right? PG stories
Yep,
on set.
Trev
here.
Alberts always tells a story about he didn't run the play like he was supposed to run the play.
These guys, it was a lot of
practice.
practice, but we
Yeah,
got
well, I mean, Damon's gonna Damon, but
Just can't see the hat back there that he catches.
yeah, I
Still
can't
my
see
guy.
behind his head.
Can't see that. Grant, we
You
appreciate
were close
it,
to
man.
getting out of it.
I had to get one in.
Welcome back to Staying in Nebraska, man. We appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you very much.
That is pretty cool. When we come back, we'll take a look around the Big Ten. And on the way to break, a look at the drone show brought to us by Hurrdat Sports. All right, time for top plays. We start off with Quinn Clark's 37-yard catch and run. making a guy miss right here and getting in the end zone and putting up the 3-2 for his Pops. Number 2, Cade Petchak getting in the backfield for the safety. Pretty much every play he was in, he did something. He affected someone. And then number 1, Emmett Johnson's 47-yard touchdown run to glory. First touchdown of the game to make it 7-0. We're here inside the Nebraska Public Media Studio. I am Michael Severe with Sean Callahan to talk some recruiting. Let's take a look at some of the guys that visited this past weekend.
Yeah, first game for Nebraska to have visitors on campus really since June. The Huskers had several top 2027 guys here because, 2026, they're basically done, but they had 5 total top 100 players in the class of 2027 when you look at those guys that were here. Torrey Pittman obviously committed to Nebraska. But you had Matthew Gregory, a top 4-star wide receiver in town. Albert Simeon, arguably one of the top offensive linemen in the country, a guard. And then KJ Green, an edge player out of Georgia. So a very impressive group on our first slide here. And then you had Trey Taylor, Nebraska's quarterback recruit here as well, leading the way. And he's going to be a key component to this recruiting class. Jacob Thomas, who's currently committed to Pitt. Then Griff Galloway was a surprise edge visitor for Nebraska. Then Matt Erickson, who's on commit watch, I would say. I would think for Nebraska, Matt Erickson from
that's
Illinois,
Mike's son.
Mike's son,
Right.
is on commit watch here moving forward. And I think could be a Husker sooner rather than later.
Awesome. Let's take a look around the Big Ten. Michigan lost, I wouldn't call it a tough one. They lost one to Oklahoma, where they got taken to the woodshed a little bit. Over the first 2 weeks, the conference is 31-5 and now has 6 teams ranked in the top 25 and 3 of the top 4. Ohio State and Penn State, top of the rankings at 1 and 2. Oregon's moved up to number 4. Illinois joins the top 10 at number 9. Indiana is 22nd, and Michigan drops to 23rd after the loss. Let's take a look at the surveys that we had from earlier. Quick question, do you think the Huskers should be ranked in the AP top 25? 88% say no.
That changed.
That completely flipped.
It was 88% was.
See, Nebraska wants you to earn it. Nebraska
Iowa
fans
fans
want them to earn it. That's what it is. Or maybe the Iowa people are doing it. No doubt about that. All right, and now let's take a listen to this week's Big Red Report.
He just challenged us and we answered the call. And I think when you have those types of moments, it builds a lot of team, character. And then, when you have a coach that cares that much, when you're up 33-0 at half, you got something special.
The rhythm was there. We just didn't finish those drives. The fourth drive was irritating. That's when we stalled. Okay, that's when we stalled. And Ja'Cory had the punt return to the 20. That's like a sudden change. I mean, we should treat that like a sudden change. Go out there with urgency and execute. And then we just went out there and 3 plays in a row we didn't execute. That was irritating.
Yeah, he's incredible. I mean, that's a guy that knows ball, and he trusts us too. I mean, like if we see something, he's willing to, change, the protection, hear what we have to say, and he trusts our eyes. Maybe we have a little bit more eyes, but he can see deep down the field, and I mean, he can make crazy throws, and it's awesome to see.
He has an extreme knowledge of the game and just sees, everything from the quarterback position. He really can help us out, making protection calls for us. Maybe we can't see it.
So he's going to go up in weight and challenge himself in weight and be the underdog for the first time ever. But he doesn't care about any of that because he doesn't care what other people say. He's a competitor. He's going to go out there and he expects to win. And so you think about like a message for our guys, yeah. One thing I keep telling them is like, if the pressure, oh my gosh, the pressure to perform feels like too much right now. Wait, just wait. Like the pressure doesn't go away. Like it doesn't go away. And it makes you either fight or flight.
I know everybody likes to watch the ball, but just take a little bit of time and watch Rocco Spindler as he plays and watch all the way to the end of the play and sometime a little after the play. I like that. It's a little nasty. Houston Christian, I know there's not a lot to get into, but their defense is one of the best in the FCS. They've only given up 1 third down conversion all season. What do you think how do you challenge Nebraska?
Well, I think they're going to be a unique, and this, they have nothing to lose here. I mean, I think they're going to throw everything but the kitchen sink at Nebraska in this offense and see what they can do. But let's be honest, Nebraska is more talented and has more weapons. But Nebraska has to come out with the right mentality to take care of business. And that started yesterday, today, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Yeah.
The right mentality to prepare. Because you can overlook this game and try to, set your sights a couple weeks down the road when Michigan comes down. This game will speak a lot to Nebraska's maturity and their mindset come this week. But I tell you what, they're going to get a tough test against Houston Christian. But the business is done.
Yep.
You should see, the backups. I know DB doesn't like calling the backups the 2s, the 3s, but those guys should play the whole second half if the necessary things are done in the first half.
DB, I think I know the answer to this question, but a lot of talk with fans about maybe since you have an athletic running backup quarterback, maybe playing him a little bit. So like pulling Dylan off the field and having a wildcat kind of thing?
Yeah, not happening.
You're not taking your 5-star off the field.
He's their best player on offense, and I don't think you situational do that with him. And I think to Jay's point, unfortunately, I was part of a team that won a national championship that trot at the half to what I would call an inferior opponent in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Where we're losing at the half. And, I just caution folks when you have an arrived jet, everybody, it deserves your respect. And I like Houston Christian defensively. They're big up front.
Yep.
And I'm not blowing smoke. They got some good safeties that'll run the alley.
Yeah.
They're going to give Nebraska all they want defensively from a concept standpoint. So I don't expect Nebraska to score near as many points as they did against Akron. And I think they better show some emotional maturity in this one.
Number 7, number 8, number 15, that secondary, they can all run and hit. They're good players. Sean, I'll ask you this question. Rick called in and asked this. Is there a way to be able to balance out Big Ten scheduling? I mean, you look at Nebraska being put in that tough situation where they're going to Maryland in a short week. You have other teams that don't play anybody off a bye week. Nebraska plays like 3 teams off a bye week. Is there anything they can do with schedule?
So I'll say this, they do a good job with the opponents. I think they've gotten that figured out. Other than Iowa is the only team that gets 3 guaranteed locked-in games. No one else has that.
And they requested that.
And they got that request. Penn State has none. Nebraska gets 1. I mean, but the schedule itself is slotted by the TV folks. And I think the real upset was Minnesota. Nebraska got taken for Friday. Could it have been flipped the other way around where, maybe the Maryland game could have been the Friday game. But I think that the TV networks are paying Nebraska this year $83 million. And so at that point, if they're telling you're playing a game on the moon, you're figuring it out at that point because the TV networks really puzzle that together to make sure there's 3 to 4 good games every week to slot on those 3 major networks.
DB, Jesus from Kearney wants to know about the running back room and separation between Ives and Mosey and Nelson, and how do you make that?
Yeah, I'm one of those guys. Maybe I know too much, maybe I don't know enough, but either way, I don't think there's a tremendous amount of separation from an ability standpoint. I think when you talk about top-end talent, they're interchangeable. Now, with expanded roles, obviously, you get a little bit different dynamics in terms of their ability, but from just natural running and catching the ball, they're all pretty close. Clearly, Emmett has earned the right to be the man. I think he knows the most. He's the most dependable. But from a talent standpoint, they're ridiculously close.
Tim on Facebook has a question about bringing the nasty back. He loved having Grant on the set. How important is it to have that edge, especially along the defensive line?
That's everything. This game, you have to play this game with a chip on your shoulder with edge. This isn't for the faint of heart, man. This is you got to have something inside of you. Once you cross those sidelines, you can be a good dude off the field and be a gentleman, a good student athlete. But once you gotta become bipolar in a way. When you step between the lines, you gotta turn into a different human being. There's no other way to put it, and that isn't necessarily born with. You got to ingrain that. And you got to work on it. Because some days you don't want to do it. Trust me. There's some days you don't want to go be that guy because you're tired. You've been doing a lot. You're sore. There's a lot of excuses you can make. But you got to dig deep, and that you got to develop that. You got to work on it every day because it's like I said. Sometimes it's easy you want to shut that down.
We just talked to a pretty smart guy, 2-time all-conference academic selection. That was about as nasty as they get. So you can play in both worlds.
Yeah, I think he was an overall academic All-American, not just in the conference. I'm not sure.
I don't want to slide.
I got to check on that one.
Slide his, 34 on the ACT or anything.
Dylan, the question's from Dylan on Facebook. Sean, what does a success look like on Saturday? Because you're playing another inferior opponent based on,
Well, I go back to last year. The Northern Iowa game was supposed to be a big blowout, and it was 38-3, and it didn't really have a great feel to it. You don't want that, obviously. You want to come out and execute at the level we saw last Saturday and walk away knowing that you took a step forward. You don't want to have kind of like, we won, but there are a lot of things that we left out there. And I think that's probably the biggest thing you have to, if you're Matt Rule, 11 a.m. game as well, the challenge of just getting everybody up and ready to roll after you've played back-to-back night games.
Chad from Papillion, Damon, will Terrence Crawford win Saturday night?
Yeah, plus 145. I'm going to give it my best shot. I think with TC, what people have to understand is he's a natural 178-pounder walking around. He looks fantastic. Legacy is important to him. And for once, I'll take the great small guy over the good big guy on Saturday night.
Yeah, you could also take by decision or technical decision for plus 210 too, if you're looking for more. What does success look like to you for this week?
Taking care of business early, taking care of the necessary things, finding success early, getting the offense going. Do that. It might not necessarily be in points right away, but doing the necessary things, flip the field, just not sloppiness, not a lot of mistakes, take care of the football, doing the necessary things on special teams, making tackles. You saw this game last year, Northern Iowa was the third game, struggled, but led into the Illinois game the following week on that Friday night game. So early success, clean football. It doesn't have to be 68-0, but just you show you're the better opponent, you're the better team on that day.
Burning question, Sean, we start with you.
My burning question is, will we see Ja'Cory Barney take one to the house this week? I think it's set up for him to have a big game and possibly return one for a touchdown.
I don't want to be anything like Ascan, but I'm with him in the special teams, right? Where I'm just like, can they flip it either starting with a huge hit or a big return where used to be terrified when Nebraska took the field on special teams in a game like this. Can they flip it early to set the tone?
I want to see the maturity of this team. Nebraska's still a very, very young football team. You look at the roster. Do they have the maturity to come out and take care of their business this week during practice? It shows to not overlook an opponent in Houston Christian and get ready for Michigan.
I've always said sacks aren't the most important thing, but havoc is. I can see a big havoc day, especially from the starters. No sacks yet from the starters, so that'd be nice to see a little bit of pressure from the starters. For our picks for next week's game, check out Facebook, X, and the Big Red Wrap-Up webpage to see what we think about Houston Christian game. And as a reminder, you can see that game Saturday morning, 11 a.m. That means like a 4 a.m. pregame show for Damon on FS1. And next Tuesday night here on Nebraska Public Media, we'll recap the Houston Christian game and preview the big Michigan matchup on our next edition of Big Red Wrap-Up at 7 p.m. You can also tune in on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and our website, nebraskapublicmedia.org. Our thanks to Grant Wistrom, for Jay Moore, Damon Benning, and Sean Callahan. I'm Michael Severe. We'll see you next week here on Big Red Wrap-Up.